Hello everyone. Today the internet freaking slow. Fuck the internet. I want to scold the internet for quite a while. Today the internet it's definitely bugging me. You can see that the internet is really damn slow. Keep on error, keep on have some problem. Duh. Fuck the internet. The internet it's a really big problem. I think it's lagging now. Hopefully it's smoothing later on. So yeah, the freaking internet. Not so sure what is happening, but the freaking internet is keep on bugging me. So yeah, hopefully it's running soon or some sort. But whoa, the stream conditions is actually really poor. I'm not so sure can we hang on it, but yeah, it's definitely really slow. How what can we do about it? I think we can just keep on watching it. Because if we do keep on refreshing it or some sort, yeah, I think the internet is freaking slow. It's definitely really slow. I think we can just keep on watching it. Because if we keep I'm not so sure what is really going on to be honest, but the internet connections is definitely really slower. And it's not quite smooth as well. So yeah, hopefully everyone can keep on watching it and give us some supports. Okay, because my internet is definitely really slow and was planning to not so sure what is going on to be honest. Is it the internet provider or is it the modem? To be honest, I don't know the main reasons behind it, but you every time once I wanted to start the live streaming and I have been preparing on early few minutes, I wanted to start the live streaming sessions, and then after that the live streaming sessions keep on lagging up. Not so sure what the fuck is happening. Really, really think it's bugging me. It's definitely bugging me the internet. So I'm definitely wanted to think some of way of finding a way to settle this to be honest. So okay, so if you do really like my content, please give us a like, subscribe, and follow us. And do remember that we'll be keep on doing live streaming sessions every single day from Monday to Friday from 10 to 11. Okay, no matter the internet, it's how slow it is, we'll be keep on doing it. Okay, so we'll be definitely keep on doing our live streaming sessions every day from 10 to 11. So if you do have any questions, just leave a comment section below and let us know what your thought about it. Okay, so as I already mentioned, the gold market is actually facing some kind of ranging level. It's facing the resistance area. So I don't think the gold market will be definitely going lower. So it's actually just finding some way to going higher. So if I really wanted to do directions, I'm definitely doing long. The best entry level is the D3. So 3 is actually quite good. The D3 area. So if you do can get around this level, is actually quite a considerable good supporting level, I guess. So yeah, overall we are expectations that the gold market is going higher. So where is it going to? Breaking through and breaking higher. Okay. So this week we are actually preparing on the newsletter. So newsletter we have been preparing a lot of informations as well. We are preparing on giving out a lot more info because as I mentioned, if we really wanted to become a better trader or uh a good trader, I think informations is the really main key because if you do have some informations that no one have, you definitely have a really big edge about it. Okay, you seeing something that no one people everyone seeing. If everyone is seeing the same directions or same thing, usually that's not an edge because it's definitely will be going another way around. So remember about that. So if everyone is looking at the same thing, like for example trend line, directions, and so on, then the information is definitely not the right informations, because in the stock market, or maybe even on all trading platform, cryptocurrency, on everything else, futures, options, and anything, there's always someone win and someone loses. This is the good I mean, this is the real reality that we need to accept it, that there's always a winner and there's always a losers. Okay, so we are always planning to become a winner. And how do we become a winner? We need to think as a big institutions, what are they thinking, what are their solutions, and what are their thoughts, and how they conclude their conclusions, how they make money, what's the informations, and so on. Okay, so this is the real reasons that how big institutions keep on winning the money, and how the retail traders like us, or maybe even other more beginner retail traders, keep on losing money, because they don't have information and they don't really know what is happening, and just keep on thinking that trend line is actually working, liquidity grab is actually exists, institutions is grabbing of liquidity. That's not such thing. To be honest, once I do really know I mean the whole market, what's their logic behind of it, there's no such thing as liquidity grab. To be honest, I think it's actually a liquidity sweep. So meaning by that is that usually the market is not so strong to push back to the lower. So I don't think that is what we call the liquidity grab. So because if we wanted to consider a liquidity grab, means that there's a lot orders on downside and wanted to grab all and grabbing it and push on the higher sides. But usually on the downsides, there's no really a lot of volume, or what we call a lot of liquidity. So that's why we can't really say it's a liquidity grab, I guess. So this is actually some kind of terms. We can actually say exhaustions or absorptions of some sort if we do really wanted to say much more clearly. So usually this is the case. ICT is actually rebranding a lot of things like the alien wave, alien wave, or even Wyckoff or alien. A lot of things are, to be honest. So it's actually just I mean, just packaging on the old things and just packaging on the new things as well. Just packaging and renaming the name. So, like for example, the FVG is actually, to be honest, I do think FVG is something new. I didn't really heard before, lah. But in other words, FVG is actually something like a retrenchment, and people just do retrenchment once the price is going higher, and wait for the retrenchment and just wait for the support and give out. So to be honest, I don't think in the modern world or in the trading society, I don't think there's a holy grail to become one thing can actually assess all. Because in trading, if for retail perspective, okay, if you are retail, then you definitely trading day trading, and you definitely trade much more. So you might need to be accepting that what's your cost and what's your risk and so on. Okay, remember that everything is actually a costing, and you do need to know that what's your cost, and what are you planning to do, and so on. Okay, so if you are doing a long-term thing like what the institution's doing, then there's a different story. I can say, if you are doing a long-term thing, then you might need to be much more correct, because once you do wrong, your time cost is much more higher. You might be losing much more. So I can say, if you are doing day trading, you might not need to be right so much. But if you are doing a swing, I guess, swing or position trading, then you might need to be correct much more often, because you might need to, might need to trade much more. So remember about that. Okay. So right now, I already expectations, and I really say that it's not quite likely to see the gold market to continue breakthrough. So I'm looking to see the gold market to form some kind of ranging area from now. So it's probably right about this level, and try to make it as to the top. Currently, from the bigger time frame, I can't really see what is going on. It's actually showing me a ranging area starting from here. Is actually forming a big ranging level, and either give us big directions. To be honest, I do think that this week is giving me a big directions of going lower. maybe I don't have much information, so I will be getting it information as well. Maybe the CFD reports, I mean the COT reports might be helping me in the future. I'll be also looking through the COT reports and see how can we improve on this area as well. And if you're really interested in it, remember to give us a like, subscribe, and follow us because your support is really important. Okay, so remember, if you do really like our content, please give us a like, subscribe, and follow us. And we'll be doing live streaming sessions every single day from Monday to Friday from 10 to 11. Okay, so if you do have any questions, just let me know on the comment section below and so on. Okay. Okay, so this is what I'm expecting to be honest, the GPUSD I might be not giving out. I was expecting that the price might be reaching through, but this one is not a trend per se because the price did really break through on the lower sides. So usually the price might be going through a ranging area. The Euro USD is also going through the ranging area as well. So from what we can see right now is that the market should be going back to the lower side. So we'll be keep on doing long positions for now. I mean, the dollar index has been giving out really strong directions, to be honest. And I do expect that the dollar index will be keep on going higher, maybe breaking through this level. And then other than that, yeah, I do think that the dollar index will be breaking through this level for now lah. Seems like the dollar index is actually forming a really solid supporting level and keep on going higher. So yeah, it seems like the dollar index is going higher. New Zealand USD is definitely, New Zealand USD didn't really move much. So it seems like the New Zealand USD has been stabilized. AUD USD is also beginning to stabilize. I think means that the uptrend momentum is actually not that strong. So the last push should be around this the last high. So I do think that the price might be reaching through this last high, and then after that the price might be reaching through some kind of I mean dropping area. Okay, so remember about that. Currently, I do expected that the price should be going through here, and then after that, the price might be slowing down afterwards. Okay, so remember, if you do really like my content, please give us a like, subscribe, and follow us. And remember that we'll be keep on doing live streaming sessions from Monday to Friday from 10 to 11. Okay, so yeah, recently, I've been researching a lot of things, probably much more on the what we can improve on, what can we improve on trading. I think, as I just now mentioned before, one of the most important thing is we can't really keep on winning on trading unless you have informations, really good informations, edge to help you on. Okay, so information is really the key, not technical and those kind of things. Technical is it's what we call Bugazi, I guess. It's actually not quite real. So the most important thing is information. Okay, so we need to know what is going on and what can we do about it and so on. Okay, so remember, if you do really like my content, please give us a like, subscribe, and follow us. And do remember that we'll be keep on doing live streaming sessions no matter what, no matter how, and keep on doing it. Okay. So I think the gold market should be going lower later on, but the silver market is definitely going out quite strong. So yeah, silver market is actually going really strong. So let's see how it turns out. Okay. So as I mentioned, we'll be keep on improving. But to be honest, today our expectations is actually quite correct. So the first thing first, we are actually saying that the dollar index. To be honest, today I was expecting that the dollar index is actually slowing down and going lower lah, because right now it's actually the facing the big ranging area. But once the price really reach back to this area, my expectation is that the price will be giving us a directions. So I was waiting for the dollar index to reach through here. If that's the case, then we can to see the price to go back to this top. So in the meantime, I do think that the dollar index in the short period of time will be keep on going higher at the moment, and will be reaching back towards this level. Okay, so be aware of that. And already mentioned that the dollar index, I mean the gold market, will be ranging. So the first thing on afternoon live streaming sessions on other way, I already called everyone to do shots on 41, 42, and 43 around this level and get back to 30. Okay, why I'm saying that it's going back to 30, because what we can see is that right now the market condition is definitely not going through like a straight downtrend momentum. So to be honest, I don't really expect that the gold will be reaching through this level. So in that case, I already expect that the price will be forming some kind of support in 30. Yeah, but the price do really stop around 24, around that area. Okay, so once the price has been spiking up, I already expectations that the price will be forming a ranging level right now. So right now I'm kinda not really have a really good perspective about where is the directions of the market. But from what I can see right now is that it's definitely going higher lah at this moment. But a weird thing is that we can see that the dollar index is going higher, and also the the gold is going higher as well. So I think we can actually see the JPY pairings and see how it really turns out. So JPY, because if we really wanted to know more about it, we can actually watch out the what we call the currency strength index and see how it really happening. So if that's the case, we can actually give out a really, I mean, a much more what is the sentiment right now. So for example, we can actually go to stock indexes and see what is happening. This week, we can see that it's much more leaning to forward on the risk assets. For example, we can see that risk assets such as the Okay, so right now we'll be keep on doing directions, but from the risk assets for perspective, I do expect that the price of what we call price of risk assets is actually going lower. So this definitely gives some supports from the gold, silver, and other pairings as well. But it's actually kind of weird out because we do see that the dollar index is going higher and the gold market is actually going higher as well. But yeah, this is how it is. So for this, I can say that overall, seems like the price is actually keep on going lower for now. So yeah, we just can say that it's a bit bummer lah at this moment. And price still really reach through lower, can't go up, can't go down. This is actually the ranging level. So once the price really reach through, then I do think that it's forming this lower level going back. I think we can actually give out this trade in the future, so I need to be improving as well. This one, yeah, I think I can actually was expecting that the price is slowing down from here, but the price didn't really slow down, so we just put it out for memory purposes. So I'll be keep on generating and see how it turns out. Okay. So remember, if you do really like my content, please remember to give us a like, subscribe, and follow us. And do remember that we'll be doing live streaming sessions every single day from Monday till Friday from 10 to 11. So if you do have any thoughts about it, like coding overload, what coding overload. I think the computer do really not looking good. Definitely need to improving macro weekly reports. Okay, so hopefully everyone do really enjoy my live streaming sessions, and I will be keep on doing it no matter what happens. So yeah, right now it seems like the gold market is actually reaching through 36, 45, 46, and actually slowing down. So I do expect that the price is going back to this level. It seems like the price is actually forming back towards on the higher sides. If price really wanted to go lower lah, to be honest, where is this? According overload, consider turning down the video setting or using faster according present. Wow, yeah, my computer do really sucks. Seems like I might need to use a much more better computer. Luckily, we do buying a new one, so hopefully this one do can actually solve these issues. So remember, if you do really like my content, please remember to Okay, so overall we already mentioned what are we expecting for? Overall, we do expecting that the gold market is definitely keep on going higher. So prepare yourself. Silver is also going higher as well. Didn't really expecting that to happen, to be honest. Silver is definitely reaching through some kind of resistant area. So let's see on the silver and see what can we do about it. So let's see, how do we do about it? So the silver. Okay, so let's see. I do think the silver is actually reaching through some kind of resistance area. So yeah, I do think that the silver is actually reaching through the major resistance areas now. Let's see what the fuck. Okay, so overall, our expectation is that the silver is actually facing some kind of resistance. So one, two, three, four. I do think that the silver is actually facing some kind of big resistance overall. Don't think that price will be spiking back. Will be definitely forming some kind of ranging level afterwards. I was expecting from here lah, but seems like it's wanted to go higher because yeah, it seems like the price is wanted to go higher. If that's the case, I do think that the price might be reaching back towards this level. So yeah. Okay, so we'll be keep on doing long position. So hopefully everyone do keep on watching it. Right now, I do expect that the price is actually slowing down for Wednesday, Tuesday, and Monday. So Monday, Wednesday high. Wow, price spiking back towards on the higher sides. Quite strong. Really didn't expect that this happen. But yeah, this is how it is. Price is actually spiking back towards on the higher side. Quite strong. So yeah, seems like silver is actually going really strong. And the gold market, it's also remaining strong as well. Even though this is what we call the resistance area, but I do expect that the price will be maybe not breaking through this level, so should be slowing down from here and see how it happens later on. Okay, so this is my expectations for now. And from the Euro USD, I do think the same thing as well, but the dollar index is keep on going higher. So Euro USD is definitely going lower, maybe reaching through this supporting level that I just draw before. So I think we can actually use it. So I do think it's reaching back towards on the lower side, because I do think I think I last week already mentioned that it's not quite likely to continue to push higher. So seems like it. So from the longer time frame, do seems like the price is reaching through the lower area and going back to this balance. Okay, and from the GPUSD, I think the same things as well. It's not quite reasonable to continue to break through new high. So not quite reasonable to continue break through new high. So I'm expectations that the price should be going back towards the lower sides. Okay, so where is it going to? I think probably going through back to the not sorry, not going lower, because what we can see from the market situation is that it's not quite often to break through this high. So yeah, so this is yeah, I think this is might be the reaching back on the lower side. So this might be the highest already. So yeah, it's quite reasonable. Prices keep on going lower, reaching back towards on the lower sides. This one is actually quite legit, reaching through, rebalancing out, and then price going lower. Yeah, quite logic on this one. Okay. So overall, I think that the dollar index in a short period of time is reaching higher. As I mentioned, it's probably reaching higher. But it's actually quite weird that even though the dollar index is going that much higher, the gold market is didn't really push much more lower, even going higher. What does it mean? Means that the market is risk assets, risk aversions is actually quite high. So how can we see about that? First, we can see that the stock indexes has been pushing lower. Second, we can see that cryptocurrency is pushing lower, and the AUD pairings and also the New Zealand pairings is pushing lower, and the JPY pairings is actually going quite strong. So in that case, I do see that it's much more often is the risk assets or risk assets is actually going higher. So dollar index is actually considered one of the risk assets as well. So that's why we can see that the gold, silver, or other pairings is actually continue to form to a really strong supporting level. Okay. Okay, so overall, my expectation is that the gold market, it's definitely keep on going higher and reaching up to the upsides, and we are definitely keep on doing long positions. Okay, so if you do really like my content, please give us a like, subscribe, and follow us. Okay, and we'll be keep on doing our content as fun as possible and give out much more thoughts about it. Okay, so this one is actually a really good trade on this one. Okay, but this one, if price do really go higher, then no choice. But usually, if there's break, it should be going much more strong. So this one, I think it's actually quite solid at this moment. It's actually slowing down lah. So, hmm, seems like the dollar index is actually quite strong, but the silver market is definitely not slowing down. So, what can we say? Silver is actually really strong. So, nothing much we can talk about it. But we do expect that the dollar index is actually keep on spiking up. So remember that dollar index will be spiking up to the higher sides. This one is, I can say, one of our expectations as well. But overall, I do think that the dollar index is bumping up and reaching back towards on the higher sides. Okay. Okay. So okay, seems like the dollar index is actually spiking up and reaching through this level. Didn't expected that happen, but seems like it do really happen. So seems like the price is going higher, and this has been breaking through the lower sides. If we do can expect the dollar index is going lower, I do think that we can have a lot of trading opportunities. So a lot of trading opportunities. This is Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, and Monday. Spiking up, reaching through, and going lower. Same thing as well. I think to expect if we do think that the dollar index is dropping, I mean going higher, I think we can actually give out a lot of trading opportunities. This might be giving me some spiking some ideas from the future. So yeah, dollar index is actually quite important. So if we do can do a lot of analysis and forming some informations, maybe we can give out some edge about it. Stock indexes, maybe we can also giving out. So yeah, we might be giving out a lot more informations in the future. The stock indexes, to be honest, I think stock indexes is actually quite easy to trade. I haven't traded it before, lah, but I think it's actually quite much more easy to trade for gold, I can say, because SP 500 is definitely not going lower anytime from the fundamental perspective, and other than that, so even though it's dropping out, it's much more easy to get a good risk reward ratio trade, I guess. Comparable to gold, gold is definitely is keep on swiping highs and lows. So I think the stock indexes is definitely much more easy to trade. Mm, not so sure. Maybe we'll be scooping it in the future and see how it is. We can't really give out a really good. Okay, so let's see. It seems like the gold market is also slowing down. The silver, yeah, silver is also slowing a bit, but not much, I can say. Yeah, seems like the dollar index is keep on spiking up. Ah, I think we can actually give out much more informations in the future. We need more informations to keep more informations, I guess. Okay, so I think we'll be ending early soon as well. So remember, if you do have any questions, just leave at the comment section below and let me know what's your thought about the market and how do you improve on trading. Okay, so what is the definitions of edge? Okay, a lot of people. What is the definitions of edge? Do you guys do really wonder these questions or answer before? I keep on asking on this as well. Okay, so what is edge? In conclusions, what I think about edge is something that you can get advantage about the long time perspective. Like for example, you have some informations. I mean, gaining a big informations about it, what is happening on the market and what is happening on the conditions. Then this is you have an edge about it. So it's like, for example, playing rock paper scissors. If you do know the opinions, personality, and their behavior, you definitely have a big edge about it. So this is what we call the informations. That's why I do think that information is a really key thing, and we'll be also doing this thing in the future as well. Information is definitely a big part of become a edge trader, I guess. So yeah. But if you do have any thoughts about it, and what's your thought about edge? So what do you think about edge? Do you think that edge is actually what we call the risk reward ratio, or maybe technical edge? To be honest, I do not think technical is giving us a lot of edge, to be honest. So technical is just tools. It's not what we call a long-term edge, I guess. A long-term edge is definitely something that quite less people know about it, because as I mentioned before, in the stocks or even options or financial markets, there's always winners and losers. If everyone wins, then no one lose. So there's always winners and losers. And how come the winners can become winners and losers is become keep on become losers? There's definitely a thing that there should have some informations that do know about it, or maybe they have some I mean, not some inside news, or maybe not so sure, but we'll be digging on it definitely in the future. Okay, so yeah, I think we'll be ending our live streaming sessions today. Our sessions is a bit chilling sessions. Keep on just talking about the information sites, the edge, and what we'll be doing in the future, and so on. Okay. So remember, if you do really like my content, okay, give us a like and subscribe because your support is really important. Sorry for starting late today, okay, if you do waiting for my live streaming sessions, because today my internet not so sure why in the I'm not so sure why. Usually I wanted to start at the beginning of 10, and then the internet connections is lagging, or I'm not so sure is it the internet or is my computer. I'm not so sure too of it, but I think it's the internet problem, because usually right now my internet is keep on having some issues about it. So yeah, maybe changing our my internet provider soon, I guess. So yeah, information is key, and we'll be keep on digging on this one and helping trader to become a better trader by gaining useful informations and guiding them to a right direction, rather than just keep on using the technical stuff. It's not what we call a really big edge about it. Okay, so yeah, I think we'll be ending right now. So to summarize what we have been saying about the chit chat stuff, we already mentioned that the dollar index is going higher. So where is it going to? So it should be around this level. Then the price should be slowing down at this moment. But today is actually quite an interesting day, because even though we see that the dollar index is going higher, but we didn't really see that the gold is going lower, the silver is going lower, or some sort. So this means that the risk assets is actually growing really strong. I'm not so sure is it because the PMI data, to be honest, because the PMI data is do shows that it's lower the expectations. So maybe I'm not so sure the PMI data. I might can watch on it and see what is it happening. The PMI data, hopefully not lagging out lah. The PMI data is actually haven't yet. So let's see. Not so sure what is the data showing. So the PMI data is higher than expectations. So, it's quite strong. That's why we see that the dollar index is spiking up. I think it's because of this one. So let's see. Yeah, I think because of this one. Okay, let's see. Now it's 1875. So it's 1670 45. Yeah, okay. It's actually PMI data to push this price higher. So it seems like the US might be holding their interest rate. That's why we can see that it's going higher. But in the sentiment perspective, we do see that the market conditions is actually much more risk aversion. So the gold market is going higher, the silver market is going higher, pushing lower the stock indexes as well, and also the cryptocurrency. Seems like the cryptocurrency is also risk assets for now, because it's right now it's actually really, I think the costing is also quite high. So this is one of the things as well. So yeah, I think we'll be ending our live streaming sessions, and hopefully I will be seeing you guys tomorrow. And if you do have any questions to ask, and if you do have anything to wanted to know more about it, just leave at the comment section below. As I mentioned, we'll be keep on doing our live streaming sessions every single day from 10 to 11. No matter what happens, we'll be keep on doing it. Okay, So hopefully you guys can actually give out some supports and just watch it, give us support of it. Okay. Okay. So we'll be ending our live streaming sessions for now. Thank you for everyone joining, and I will be see you guys tomorrow.